Hey, I'm Ralph Mayhew and welcome to this video where we are going to be talking about how you take a good self video when you have no tech, no gear. One of the problems that people are facing in this particular season and circumstance of life is they want to communicate with their audiences, whether it be their clients, their customers, their parishioners, people that they know, people that they want to get a message out to. And I'm not sure if you've seen, but people are scrambling. It's been a bit of a mess. And so I thought I would make my first video for my YouTube channel on how you do it well with no gear. So this is what we do, right? We use our webcams on our computers, we use our mobile devices, and we try and just film a message and get it out there as quick as we can. But the problem is we don't pay attention to the things that subliminally our listeners do pay attention to. Straight lines, mess, lighting, sound. Woo! See? So these next tips, I want to help just adjust those things. They're very simple. We don't need any gear. They're just simple tweaks that will bring your videos to a new space, which will engage your audience, keep them engaged for them to hear the important things that you want to tell them. So let's begin. First of all, you want to lift the height of your device so it's eye level. When you do that, you see automatically that the lens is speaking directly to you. That means all our things are straight, and if we just tweak it like this, you'll see that that horizontal at the top is now straight. Reduces the number of distractions. Next tip, you want to set up your camera so that you are facing a window. That window will stream in light that will make you well lit. Look at my window. That's right, it's a window. It doesn't matter which window it is, but it will enable you to do that. Now just watch this. I'm going to close the window and open the window and watch how my face goes from light to dark. Oh, I'm going to see if this works. You ready? Let's go. Dark! See? It's a dramatic change. All right, let's go light. Woohoo! See? All right, let's go dark. Let's go light again. Whew, that's better. We're going to stick with light. You see what I mean? Makes a massive difference. Your camera doesn't have to work as hard. You get a much better quality picture, and you can see the amazing expressions on my face. All right, let's talk about background. We got to clear this up so it's... You ready? See how much nicer does that look? Now, do not tell my wife that I can clean the kitchen up that quick. Make sure that you talk into the lens, not the screen. See the difference? Screen, lens, screen, lens, screen, lens. With your phone, the same thing. You automatically look at the digital display. Don't look at that. Look at the tiny little dot at the top and pretend it's a person that you're energetically talking to. And you'll get used to it in no time. But look at the lens, not at the screen. All right, we're back upstairs again, and I want to show you something that you don't get to see when we're on screen, that all of you have at home that will solve some of your sound problems, and they're called blankets. Yeah, there's another one here. And the blankets absorb the sound. Sound bounces off hard surfaces, and then it becomes echoey in your audio. So what you want to do is dull the sound, suck up as much sound as possible. Now, this is my loft, my library. There's a heap of books here. Books do the same thing. They bounce sound around. So have things, whether they're blankets or cushions, or might be in your living area or right outside where there's no space for the sound to bounce back and smack you in the face. This video took about 6 hours to film because the first 5.5 were waiting for the guy with the lawnmower. You can hear him now, he's still at it, to stop. Now, here's what you do. You go and tell him to stop because there are much more important things like your filming going on. Don't do that. That last bit, don't do that. You just have to wait. But ambient noise, if we just pause, it's perfect timing, right? There's birds, there's air cons inside, there's children running around, there's pets and dogs and all that sort of stuff. If you want to have really good audio, you need to make sure that you're cutting down on that ambient noise as much as you possibly can. It's always a good idea to balance your camera on something. When you hold it, as you would have seen when we popped outside before, your arm shakes and it becomes a distraction, and then you get people seasick and then they don't listen to you. So as much as you can put your camera on something, a long time ago I bought one of these cool little tripod, got this phone stand, stick your phone in there, you can stick it anywhere you like. This goes pretty high, and you can just film yourself with your phone stuck in there. So maybe one of those things is what you might need, and I'll stick a couple of links in the description below. All right, one of the trickiest things here, this is, use a blanket. I haven't got a blanket on me, but one of the trickiest things with phones is your shoulder. It just looks a bit messy. So if you can help it, bring the phone a little bit closer, drop your elbow, speak into the lens, and make sure there's nothing distracting in the background. Now, if you can be bothered, change the angle up a little bit, change the setting up a little bit. All of these things require more work. If you're useless at remembering what you need to say, which is me, make some notes and stick them to just underneath the camera. You can see them. You can still look at the camera, just like I'm doing right now. You don't know that I've got some notes. But it saves you losing your place. It saves you having to pause and go, especially if you're trying to do one take and you're trying to make it live. Think about what you're going to wear. What do you want to look like? Don't just jump out of bed in your PJs or Starkers and chuck a camera on. That is not a good idea at all. Don't do that. Think about your audience, many of whom you may not know at all, and turn your phone off. Like put it on flight mode so that no one can call in the middle of doing a take when you get everything just perfect, and then somebody calls or texts and you're like, ah. Another little cool trick is you can design around distractions. You see, you think I've cleared up the entire kitchen, it looks amazing, but here's what you don't see. See that mess? If I took all that down, oh my gosh, my kids would go bananas. And if I move my head, you can see our messy fridge. But I didn't want to clear all that up either, so I stuck my big head here, tilted the camera like this, and we are away. Keep your pace up. I hope you haven't been bored throughout this thing. I like to add a sprinkling of humor, or at least attempted humor, but keep the pace up so that people aren't just twiddling their thumbs saying, can you get to the point? I hope you've enjoyed this. All of this just assumes that you have hardly any gear. No nice microphones, no nice camera. You've got the camera on your phone or the camera on your computer, and you're just trying to connect with people. If you take into account just these few things that we've just ripped through today, what you will bring will be of a much higher standard, and it will really connect with those. And ultimately, that's what we want to do. We want to connect with people, we want to draw them in, and we want to hold their attention, because in the current season we're in, if that attention is lost, we may not be able to get it back. So I hope this has helped. If you want to subscribe, you can be like my first subscribers, because I think I've got like 5, which are just mates who felt sorry for me. And you might be a mate that feels sorry for me, and you can subscribe. But do whatever you want. You can hit that like button. There's a little like button with a thumbs up. If you like this, bam, hit it. If you want to share this around to anybody else, that would be amazing. I just wanted to help people in the kind of space we're in, where every little tip and trick can help make a real difference. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Well done on surviving it through my very first video, and there is more to come, I hope. See ya. So let's begin. So let's begin. I'm using the wrong camera this. I should have a gimbal, but you use it like this, and that way you get straight. You get not your arm in the way. If I and you'll be away, and we are away. When it comes to self-preservation, these are my kids' books and toys and stuff. Bit of a little tip for you: don't tell them that you use them. They'll go bonkers. Look how clean. We could do like some B-roll slow-mo across the kitchen bench. Oh gosh.